Alright then guys, and welcome to my preview for the Manchester United vs West Ham FA Cup battle. This will be an important game for United. I seem to say that quite a lot. This is our chance to get a trophy in the bag because we've seen countless people online and pundits and everyone saying, yeah, Ollie may be doing quite well in the league, but has he got a trophy? It's an argument to be made that is that important? I guess it's a way of knowing how to progress further because we have seen, excluding Champions League football, every single competition we've been in with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer since he became permanent manager, we've been knocked out the semi-finals. That may be a mentality thing. It may be a we haven't quite been at the races at unfortunate moments. We lost in the semi-finals to Sevilla when we should have won. We had so many chances to do it. We lost to Man City in the League Cup. Both both years. The first year was we really didn't play very well in the first leg, and we didn't really have a good squad. I mean, we started with Phil Jones in the team. Just if you just have a look back at the team that we used in that game, and you'll see why we lost. And it was only 3-2 over the two legs. And then this year we played all right. To be fair, we just got done in by two set pieces. That's been a problem with us all season. And then we lost to Chelsea in the FA Cup, where we did rotate a fair bit to try and guarantee that top four finish, which in the end we did. We got top three. So this may be, to put in perspective, we may rotate this game just so we can concentrate on keeping, I want to say title hopes because those are pretty much gone at this point. City are clear of everyone. But just trying to continue to show the progress that we're making this season in terms of finishing second. So it could be that come at the beginning of May, when the semi-finals and stuff will roll around, if we do make it that far, we may see ourselves in a bit of a battle to stay where we are in the league. So we may see us not take this competition seriously. Or we could see it that we are second by early May, coming into a semi-final with pretty much guaranteed top four finish, and we go for it. You never really know what the situation is going to be in terms of how we're going to look at this competition, whether it's a way to, as a stepping stone to knowing how to progress and having that like winning mentality in terms of winning cup competitions. You never know. But that's not up to me to decide, is it? I am not the manager. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is, which is, again, been like two and a bit years now. It's still mad to think about. Anyway, let's get into what I think is going to happen in this game, what I think the score prediction is going to be, what I think the score prediction is going to be, and how the game is going to play out a bit, as well as how West Ham could look to beat us. In terms of the West Ham situation, they have been on good form this season. Are they fourth, fifth in the league? I think Liverpool are still fourth, so I think they're fifth in the league. Which, again, questioning whether they're ahead of Liverpool or not, because you can't quite remember. That's incredible progress. We did see them recently lose against Aston Villa. I think it's 2-0. But then they've also, since Jesse Lingard has come in, picked up some good results. It wasn't Villa, they beat Villa, didn't they? I can't remember who it was. They lost recently. I think they've won one, drawn one, lost one the last three games. I could be completely off base here, but I think I'm remembering right. But we've seen Lingard go there, pick up a brace in his first game, be in a draw in his second. So luckily for us, he is cup tied. Because it's weird. United, we're quite good this season in terms of we attack quickly, and in terms of when we defend quite well, but when we're focusing on defending, the way I look at it is we attack quick very well. We defend slowly very well. But we don't attack slow and defend quick very well. We can't seem to break teams down as well as other sides can. Although you can say, we did beat Southampton 9-0. I think that was, not saying that's a one-off in terms of the fact that they've got 10 men or 9 men for some of it. It doesn't really count. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that maybe that's a different circumstance in terms of they just didn't quite get their rhythm going after the sending off. They didn't quite have the belief. And maybe it's just we know we figured Southampton out. I mean, we did beat them in the reverse fixture earlier in the season. But we haven't still quite figured out that low block. We've only just edged it against likes of Fulham, Burnley, Wolves. Who else we just had so many performances this season where it's been like a 1-0 win, which does win you titles, to be fair, those performances. But we have had it too often where we just scraped wins. We had likes of West Brom as well, where we had to get a penalty to win the game. Penalties do count as goals, though. But yeah, West Ham are looking quite good this season. You've got Antonio, I think, is back. I'm not entirely sure. You've got Souček is on great goal scoring form. You've got Cresswell on the season of his career. You've got so many players playing. You've got Declan Rice, who is being looked at as an £100 million player. They've got some talent in their side, and they're not to be underestimated. And we played them last time. Jared Bowen looked very good. I mean, everyone in their team looked very good in the first half until we turned up. But will they play their full strength team? Because like I said, they are battling for that Europe competitions. So who knows, maybe they might rest some players ready just to kick on in the league and cement their position. In such a weird season, this could be their opportunity to establish themselves as a top 6 side in terms of getting some money from finishing high up, getting some revenue from playing in Europe next season, and then being able to bring in some bigger talents. This could be the season where they could capitalise on other teams' misfortunes and other teams' sloppy performances and make sure they are cemented into what could be a decent side in the future. Anyway, enough about West Ham. How Manchester United going to line up? I'm going to go with a different team to what I usually go for. I'm going to go for quite a rotated side. I'm going to go for Dean Henderson in goal. He seems to be our cup keeper. He did play in the win against Liverpool. He played against City and they get knocked out, unfortunately. But I feel like Ollie has gone, you know what, Romero was our cup goalkeeper, but he replaced him in the later rounds. I think he might go, you know what, Dean Henderson, just play every game. And you know what, he hasn't been too bad. He did let in a couple against Liverpool. Arguably, you may say maybe he could have done better with some of them, but that's not a topic for this video. But yeah, I feel like Dean Henderson, he is fairly reliable. De Gea did make a couple of mistakes against Everton. Maybe this is the time to bring him out the limelight, give him just a chance to rest, get his head right, get ready for the next one, and put Dean Henderson in goal. I'm going to go for a back four of quite rotated again. I'm going to go for Telles at left back. I'm going to go for a defending two of Bailly, Tuanzebe, and Saka at right back. We've seen in the press conference, Ollie said he wasn't sure if Maguire's going to play or not. He doesn't know where he wants to rest him. And he did say that Bailly isn't guaranteed to be back, but he is closer to being back than Paul Pogba is. Well, Telles, who I think will come in, because we have seen, it's like Sheffield United at Southampton, where we were performing quite well. So we brought him out and brought Luke Shaw out and brought Telles in, because Luke Shaw is an important part of this team. And we haven't got a right back, so Wan-Bissaka will most likely play. And then in front of them, we're going to go for Van der Beek and Matic. Van der Beek hasn't quite got a run out in this team just yet. He hasn't quite had a chance to cement his spot, but Pogba is injured, so this could be his chance. And we do need a bit of height in terms of Matic to defend against Souček, which will allow Van der Beek to play that a little bit further forwards and just cement and just give a bit more experience ready for the back line. With Maguire being out, we might need a bit more leadership qualities. And then in front of them, I'm going to go for the three that we usually do. We go for Rashford left wing, Greenwood right wing, with Juan Mata just behind the lone striker, which is the usual Bruno role, but I feel like we can try and give him a rest. If needs be, he can come on the 45th minute or maybe a little bit later just to guarantee or cement a win. I feel like maybe giving him a rest is decent. He has been performing quite well recently. He did get 3 goal contributions against Southampton, got his goal against Everton. Decent form, but maybe this is his chance to just give him a little bit of a rest, ready for a very, very tight fixture list coming up. And then I did allude to it, the lone striker in Anthony Martial. Cavani been playing well, Martial been playing not his greatest football of his career, but he has been picking up the goals again recently. But I feel like Cavani is just, give him a rest. He is a veteran of the game, and we don't want to risk giving him an injury, because even if he's not playing, because if he's injured he won't be in and amongst the players. But if he isn't playing and he is rested, he'll be there just to get a little bit of experience, a little bit of know-how to our young up-and-coming talents in terms of Greenwood is still young, Rashford is still like 23, 24, Martial similar. We've got the likes of Shola Shortai coming through, we've got Amad Diallo, who I haven't even mentioned yet, but has been confirmed to be in the squad. So I want us to be in a comfortable position at some point where we can bring him on like the 75th, 80th minute just to just have a glimpse of him. But speaking of comfortable, how do I think this game is going to play out? I'm going to go for a 3-1 Manchester United win. There's going to be goals. We're going to concede more than likely because we usually do. But we do love to score. And West Ham haven't been the best in terms of defending this season. So they definitely can be got at. 3-1, that's how I'm going to go. And that means that we should be progressing through to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Which, as I mentioned earlier, we don't seem to lose unless it's a semi-final. So does that mean this game is a shoe-in? Probably. We're probably going to win this one, win the next one, and we'll get knocked out to someone like Barnsley in the semi-final. But no, if we can get through this one, have a somewhat easy cup tie, because knowing us, we'll probably need to draw Man City in the semi-final. But imagine a Man United City final in the FA Cup. That'd be pretty decent. But yeah, anyway, I digress. I've been rambling on a bit too long now. I am going to see you guys in the next one, which I believe is West Brom in the league. But yeah, see you in the next one. Peace.